Hey, football season started. Claim your team now. So there's no bandwagon.
No bandwagon.
Come Super Bowl.
Claim them.
I'm a Patriot fan. I've been one for my entire life. But the back of this jersey has my last name because my Brady jersey.
Hey, show him one time for the one time.
He plays for Tampa Bay. I don't know if I'm that flexible.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
That's hard, bro.
But yeah, Brady plays for Tampa, so I can't wear my Brady Patriot jersey, so I got to wear my custom one.
Only right.
Cam Newton, but because of COVID, they're only sending out screen print jerseys right now for Newton because he got brought on late.
Yeah, late.
So I don't do screen print. I'm a jersey snob, I guess you could say.
Yeah, we gotta have patches.
Gotta have
we gotta have
the patches. Patches to hooligan.
It's never been official.
Patches to hooligan. So yes, my team is the Patriots. We're watching. We're recording on Sunday. The game is on live.
Yep.
This is happening. I'm so excited. Football season came.
It's back.
It looked like it wasn't gonna come in March. Looked like we weren't gonna get anything in March.
Any sports, nothing. We're just gonna be at home, stuck with nothing but watching YouTube videos and people stream on Twitch or something.
Well, I mean, what's different?
Podcasts.
Well, they don't have fans. Well, most of them don't have fans in the stands. That's the only difference. But some stadiums do. Like the Chiefs had about 15,000 out of 70,000 capacity. A lot of college games had a lot of students in there. So it's state by state. If a state wants to have people in the stands, they do. If not, they don't. So
and that's also the issue with this whole shit going on now. We're not uniform.
It's not unified at all.
Not.
The United States is not unified.
Stupid ass shit.
Yeah, this game right here, this is the Packers and Vikings, and the Vikings' brand new stadium, 2-year-old stadium, is empty. They're making $0.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Because the SoFi Stadium, which just got built in Inglewood,
the museum.
Yeah, the museum is what we were talking about.
The spaceship.
Earlier. Right, that thing is crazy looking. And in the middle of Inglewood, I mean, it looks very out of place, but that's just if you ask me.
Well, gentrification coming soon. Go ahead.
Right. That's a precursor for what's to come.
Step one.
Okay,
but that stadium took about $5 to $6 billion to construct, and they constructed it pretty quick too.
Yeah,
they're getting better.
It was like a year and a half. A year and a half.
Oh, really?
SoFi was
that's
like
too
a year
fast.
And a half, I think.
That's too fast to build something of that size. That's weird.
That's
weird to me.
Let's see.
Let's see,
I think
man.
it has to take more than just.
Bro, that's super weird to me. I mean, I know we getting good with technology and all that, but dang.
Let's see. SoFi builds stadium. 18 months.
18 months? Really?
18 months.
Damn.
They built cathedrals in 1 century.
Yeah, that's what I remember. They started halfway through a season. And then
they get the dudes who built the pyramid?
I know, right? Shit.
No, yeah, so 18 months. But your point is that they're opening up.
Right.
And there's no concessions, no tickets being sold. So they're making $0.
Yeah, they're claiming that stadium to be the best in the world.
Yeah.
In the world.
Either better than Jerry's house, Dallas. Even better than Dallas's stadium.
Yeah.
They claim it's the best.
That's crazy.
But the point I
wonder who's
no dollars off of it. No revenue at all.
Right, I know. Who's taking the heat for that? Because someone had to fund that. Okay, they own. Yeah, right. The owners pay for it. What are they gonna do? Repossess the fucking stadium? Like, what's gonna happen?
Talking about like
rent? They're gonna take away the stadium.
No.
There's gonna be a big ass.
They're still paying they're paying the fees.
Yeah, but what if they can't pay the fees? This is what I'm saying. Like, what if it gets to that point when it's like, damn, bro, we shelling out millions of dollars per day or whatever?
I think their pockets are very.
Well, then that happens.
Very deep.
Well, when that happens, that's when they start going into bankruptcy and selling it off to. That's why you got the Quicken Loans Arena.
I don't like that shit. Y'all fuck with that shit where it's like, nah, I don't like that, bro. I liked it when it was Qualcomm for years.
Yeah.
Not SDCCU Stadium. Like
I think it's
first
supposed to be the
3 years.
Aztec Stadium now.
Yeah.
They broke ground on it already. It's about to be San Diego State's stadium.
I think it's
okay, that's smart.
I think it's
No, it was Viejas at one point. It went to SDCCU, but now I guess State officially bought it. So now it's going to be called the Aztec Stadium for San Diego State football games.
What was that stadium in Florida? Was it the Pornhub Stadium?
But that was real, right?
Oh, yeah, that was real.
Pornhub Stadium. I think it was the Miami
Heat
team.
Yeah.
Was it Bang Bros Stadium?
It was Bang Bros or something. Yeah, it was like X videos.
It was like a network. It was a porn network. Like they bought it out.
See, because then you're opening up avenues for motherfuckers to just buy that shit because they can afford it. Like Bang Bros.
Look at that search. They
like,
said,
come on, bro.
Trying to show me stadium porn.
What the?
What kind of? All right, that's a weird niche.
Hold on, yeah, that's
a weird niche.
Very weird niche.
Gotta get off in stadium porn.
Who's gonna look up?
No, it said
people that are really
porn.
into sports and sex.
It said Bang Bros.
Hey,
this was an article in 2019. It said Bang Bros bid $10 million on naming rights for the Miami Heat stadium. And they said Miami could possibly play their next game from Bang Bros Center.
Who needs to bag more?
I think that was the one where it
Which
said,
is hilarious. Welcome back to the finals of the NBA at Bang Bros Center.
Bang Bros Center.
That's crazy.
We are live back
they're
at the
gonna be
Bang
shooting
Bros Center.
They're gonna be shooting all their porn in there when there's no games. Like that's gonna be the hub. You're gonna see all the camera chicks walking around in concession stands and shit.
Bruh.
Finger fucking themselves on a hot dog stand and shit.
They just got hella beds on the field and shit. Motherfuckers having mass orgies. It's like, damn. You got some dude all the way up in the nosebleeds just filming that shit.
I need this half to go to doggy and this half to go to missionary. And action.
Hey, you know how they be after commercials? That's where you see the stadium. They be zooming into the stadium.
Yeah.
You see it zooming in, and it's Bang Bros. Bruh, what the fuck is going on?
We slid into a topic though, but why does Bang Bros? Not why, but isn't that crazy that Bang Bros has $10 million to bid?
But I mean,
we're in the wrong business.
Porn.
We are in the wrong business.
We should start talking about this. Should become a sex podcast. Yeah. There's like 400 Kama Sutra positions. We should spend each episode deep diving into
how that would happen.
Like how to stretch for it, how to prep for it, the body type needed. Like you need a smaller chick, a thicker chick, a bigger dude.
Shout out to the nymphos.
If you're gonna be fucking this way, your dick got to be this long. Because if your shit little, and the ass is big, you ain't gonna be able to reach.
Yeah,
because it's blocking.
You be hitting acorn action all day.
We can drive game on that.
Hitting the tip.
We could become the Bang Boys podcast.
The Bang Boys podcast. Who got the box? We can finally start it.
Who got the box? We can finally
start it. That could be the spin-off.
I'm going to go ahead and lock that all the social media names. Just in case we ever go to Who Got the Box. We start talking about sex positions and shit.
That might be it.
From 3 men. That's not going to be a creepy show at all.
No, not at all.
What's up, ladies?
Who Got the Box? I go for Who Got the Box, not Bang Bros.
Oh, no, Who Got the Box for sure. But how are we going to pitch that, though? Like 3 guys. Talk about sex positions.
We just pitch it to Bang Bros and porn companies.
But if we take a spin on it,
they're already making that much money anyways.
That's true. They can invest in us. But if we take the spin and it not be freaky, but it be like educational, like I said, like the stretches.
Yeah.
Like you might want to do some
That's a different twist
bridges
on it.
for your back to get your lower back warmed up, so when you go to thrust, you'll be in a better position to go longer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta work that out.
If you plan on picking her up, you might want to do some forearm rolls with the barbell on the end.
And then do some
cardio.
Yeah.
Some curls and get some curls in there.
And understand weight to weight loss ratio. Like, you might have picked up old girl last week who was 110.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go down to the cantina and get you a thick Latina that's 180, you might not be able to elevate.
There might be a little difference.
You might have to wear the weight belt to
scaling
secure the back. Right, yeah. So you got to know how to scale your women.
You better have been doing the shake weight.
I don't know.
There's a market for it.
There's a market. We'll figure it out. Let's stop now. We're giving jewels away right now. Anyway, football started. I'm excited. My team's the Patriots. Fantasy football is going. Who's your team? Just pick
who's
one.
your team?
Chargers.
Who's your team?
I mean Chargers.
Chargers. So, that's our team. Whatever happens this year, y'all can document us.
Right. Yep.
We picked our teams for the year before anybody started winning or losing, blah, 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 blah.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Always.
On sports, how's your fantasy doing? You ended our last episode with a draft to go to.
Yeah.
How did that go overall?
Overall, went pretty well.
I
feel like I got the best choices that I could have made on the best players from my positions that I held in the draft. So I'm overall happy with my teams.
All right.
I mean, there could have been a few changes after that.
Okay.
But I did them like right after the league. Or right after the draft ended. So I didn't really have to worry about too much.
Nice.
But the only thing that was worrying me was just Mike Evans. You got Mike Evans? Or you
I do not. But I'm not going against him either.
Yeah, but right now is he's questionable. They're saying that he might not play, but they're going to take it like a pregame decision, like a pregame workout decision. So I really got to pay attention to what this dude is going to be going on with him.
So for those who don't play fantasy, the issue that Mr. Wiggs is facing is once a player game starts or that team starts, their roster spot is locked. You can no longer move them. Yeah. So you have 10 o'clock games in California. You have like 1:15 games, and then you have the night primetime 5:20 game. So if Wiggs is waiting on Mike Evans, who's playing at 1:15, I believe.
Yeah.
And
but I think it was like Eastern.
Well, I'm speaking from our time. 1:15 our time. If Wiggs has a player that plays at Mike Evans at 1:15.
Right.
But Wiggs has somebody who he would have put Mike Evans in and he played at 10, then that player's locked. And if Mike Evans plays, he's going to miss out on them points. But vice versa, if he put Mike Evans in and everybody else is locked and he doesn't play, he's going to get 0 points as well. These are the stresses of the first week, man. First weekend. We already got mature big boy decisions to make.
That's usually with every week. Like there's or like all seasons because a lot of players do get hurt in the preseason.
Oh, for sure. Even like camp, like Von Miller, poor guy. He made it 2 days before the season started, had a freakish non-contact, no padded injury where he's going to need season-ending surgery. Wow. So he's going to miss the entire season. He was this close to playing football.
Dude, that's crazy.
Finally playing football, man.
Yeah. Those are the worst.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah. And it's different, like, when you're rehabbing, because some people be like, well, he's still going to get paid, but, like, rehabbing is a bitch. Like, I never done it, but I've seen docs from Kobe and all that. Like,
you got to walk on it forever. Strenuous pain.
Well, yeah, just little shit like that, and you got to do this to build the strength.
Fuck that.
So he's not going to be on vacation.
Super repetition.
He's going to wish he was on that field with his team.
Right. Damn.
So, yeah, those are our fantasy woes. You're not in fantasy leagues, correct?
Nah.
Cool. I didn't want to skip you on that.
Maybe on a normal year.
On a normal year.
2021.
Right.
So we're excited for that. Football is going on. Still on to football. Joshua Bellamy. I didn't know this name. I didn't know who he was. Apparently he was on the Jets. What's funny was he was cut by the Jets before this came out. He was charged in the Southern District of Florida with wire fraud, bank fraud, and conspiracy to commit wire fraud and bank fraud. Before I go anymore.
What the fuck?
Aren't those the same?
Yeah.
They say we're going to charge you with wire fraud and bank fraud, and you'll get charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and bank fraud.
Yeah.
Like,
he committed it. Like, how you going to get on 4 charges?
I don't think you just go into a bank, see your teller, and be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to commit bank fraud.
Right. Yeah.
Like, how does bank fraud?
They just trying to pile that shit on top.
Yeah.
It's like the category was this, and we gonna put you on A, B, C, D.
And the fact that you thought about the conspiracy.
Right.
So you got the fraud, you got the conspiracy to fraud, and then coming up with the conspiracy to fraud. We got to charge you for that too as well.
That's how mad made up, bro.
And joking about it as well. So he's getting 4 charges. He allegedly obtained a Paycheck Protection Program loan, which you've been hearing about online, all those memes about people going to buy cars, or maybe I've been seeing it because of my timeline.
Nah.
It was a whole thing going on where people were doing. Well, let me explain what he did, and I'll tell you everybody else was doing it. Okay. It was the Paycheck Protection Program loan that the government was giving out to businesses to pay their employees because they were closed down, right? So what he did was, they're saying a loan of $1.25 million for his company, Drip Entertainment LLC. And he used more than $104,000 of the funds on luxury goods, including purchases of Dior, Gucci, and various jewelers.
This is annoying, bro.
A lot of people were doing like LLCs like that who don't have employees and was getting that loan.
Wow.
So they'd be able to get away
paycheck
with it.
loan and was pocketing all the money, not knowing that when tax season come around, you're gonna have to pay for it eventually.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know why they were doing it.
Like, it's not like this money, wasn't tied to something somehow. Like, you ain't scotch free.
Right.
Oh man.
And it says the Justice Department said that the scheme started when Bellamy's associate obtained a fraudulent PPP loan for his talent management company using falsified documents. Like, once you hear those words when you're dealing with the government, falsified.
Right.
Long, like, you just don't want to do those things.
No, that's scary as fuck, bro. That shit scares the fuck out of me.
That's crazy.
Like, you basically know you digging your own hole.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, or you just dumb and think you're going to get away with it. Some people are impressionable where somebody they look up to is like, no, don't worry about it, please. Government they looking for drug, they ain't looking for little you.
Right.
Dior and Gucci, it's COVID.
Right.
They ain't got time to be.
See, that's something he got terrible ass friends,
for
bro.
sure.
The friends don't know shit.
You can read the rest report on CNN, but apparently there's
they
a whole.
They probably were just along for the ride.
There's a whole thing. There's associates and co-conspirators. There's a whole thing.
Oh my god!
So it gets deeper. We're not gonna go too deep in it,
Yeah.
but the article's on CNN. Joshua Bellamy. So not only did he get released from the Jets, then he got charged with those charges.
He a professional ball player, bro.
Well, I think he was like a rookie. Or I don't think he was OG that got cut. I think he was trying to make the team or something like that. So he was young and dumb. But yeah,
damn.
somebody on the highest level got caught with that. Continuing with sports, Daniel House. Have y'all heard this story?
Nah.
No.
I need it. Oh. I think I know what we talking about though, actually.
Houston Rockets, and they ended up losing 4-1 to the Lakers last night, and people claim that he was like a good piece to the team, so it didn't help that they lost. Basically Daniel House had guests in his hotel room for over multiple hours on September 8th who was not authorized to be on campus.
Yeah,
we can assume that these were little birdies.
You
not
a
authorized to be on campus.
You a bird.
There's no other evidence that other players or staffs were involved. He was suspended for a game. Well, he missed 3-4 games due to personal reasons, and then he missed game 5. Then they ended up sending his ass home. A woman entered Rockets team hotel Monday night and left early Tuesday. The people requested anonymity because they were not authorized to speak publicly due to sensitive nature. So
you weren't supposed to bring anybody in there,
bro. So that's where one bad apple could ruin it for the whole bunch type shit. It's because he's thinking with his dick, just trying to get something off, and it's like, bro, if they come in and then somehow because they're not bubbled or quarantined, it spreads, the season's over.
Yeah.
Right. No, there's a lot more at stake than
There's
just
so much more at stake than that. Like you can't you're playing the Lakers to make it to the championship.
Right.
When do you got time to entertain hoes? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Right.
Should you be busy? Like they're playing every other day.
Should you be working on your whack ass shot?
They're playing every other day. So you have one day in between the big game against LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and you thinking about sneaking hoes in.
Like, what do you think? Like, I'd be thinking about that damn game, bro. Like, shit.
You got one day to like recover. Usually your day should be recovering from the game, going over the playbook, going over practice, eating.
At the very least, I wouldn't do this personally, but at the very least, like, kick the hoe out after you smash, bro. Not have her stay the fuck overnight and shit.
Well, no, I think they were on campus. I don't know if they clarified if they spent the night, but I think they were on campus.
This fool was trying to cuddle.
He was trying to get them off and on late, and he got caught up pretty much. But it's like, again, to the guy, it's the bubble of the NBA, and they're trying to protect a virus. Do you really think you could sneak
somebody
people out? This billion-dollar corporation has taken every protocol to make sure this is a safe environment so they can have their NBA championship. You found a little hole to sneak some holes in.
You know what it is? That was an act of desperation right there. This fool wanted some pussy that bad where he was like, yo, man, I think... massaging his hands. I think I can get it, bro.
He's 27 years old. He's 27 years old, man.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Shit. Like, I can't even. I mean, okay, if we were in that position, we were in a bubble, away from our families. This shit's whack as fuck. And you've been in this bubble for how long? I don't know how long
they've been in for.
Long
I think it
ass
started
time.
like July, maybe. July. Late July. So about 2 months.
Think about it. People are doing this shit every day at home, right?
For sure.
Mean, especially if you rich and you used to like doing whatever the fuck you want.
Right.
You might do some off the wall shit that you wouldn't normally do otherwise.
What if you're married?
Yeah. I love how you thought that shit.
You would have been done.
Yeah.
What you do? So, okay.
Yeah, nah. I totally forgot about that, bro.
I made it clear, like, just from a health standpoint and a corporation, how important it was not to sneak hoes in. Now let's put icing on the cake.
Right.
You're married. Whole wife at home. And just to put this into context, if you're not following NBA, as teams went home in the playoffs, players weren't allowed to invite their significant other or their children to the bubble because people were leaving. So you had to verify that it wasn't a girlfriend or it wasn't somebody like I think it was like 2 years or 3 years because they just didn't want no somebody else important to you.
Yeah.
So then you have to ask yourself, wait a minute, the guy's married.
Why didn't you invite you?
Why was your wife at the bubble?
You really need to drain him nuts.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
he could have been fucking his wife the whole time if he had to drain his shit.
Well, maybe she was just one of them bad bitches that was just a normal bitch.
Can you imagine?
It was like, damn, I need to have this one, bro.
Can you imagine?
I don't give a fuck.
Can you imagine his wife watching the game? And the announcer's like, this round, the players get to invite their significant others. Look at LeBron James' kids. She's like, he didn't tell me about that.
I know, bro.
He ain't text back since August. He ain't text back since he got to the bubble.
Oh, my God. Motherfucker had Rondo's brother there and shit.
He texted her at the beginning. It's like, yeah, so they pretty much put our phones on lockdown, so I ain't going to be able to talk to you to the championship. She ain't talked to the nigga since the bubble started.
They must have emailed him. I don't know what to tell you.
He haven't talked to his wife since the bubble. I swear, I'm willing to put money. She has a text that said, because apparently she went on an Instagram and scrubbed all his pictures off. Like I wonder. Wow. I bet there's a text that said, "Hey babe, just hitting you up before we enter the bubble. Because of everything that's going on, we're not going to be able to communicate."
They put a force field around it just for our protection in case the
radio waves got COVID in it. So they said the radio waves got COVID. So I'm not gonna be able to talk to you till, I don't know, December. He's not even going home after the bubble. He's staying in Florida for a couple months.
I mean, the motherfucker can do it.
He got a whole apartment. Like, yeah, we going to the ship. We gonna be here till December. We going to the ship. Yeah, LeBron. We went 7 with him. It was crazy, man. Oh, I gotta go. I call you back. I see you next year, bitch.
Bro, that's so funny, bro.
Oh my God. So yes,
man, Cousins got me negative points.
Yo. Oh, yeah, because of that motherfucking.
Cousins is ready to die, though, bro. He's ready to die on that field,
bro,
man.
You better look like it.
Cousins is ready to die. So I see why I would draft him, too, if he had me convinced he was ready to die, bro.
At least die with positive points.
Yes. So that was the fuck shit that's going on in sports. I must say I am excited that you could turn on your TV. You could get an NBA playoff game. You can get a UFC card. That was great yesterday. Michelle Watterson and Angela Hill headline.
Who won?
Michelle Watterson won split decision. It was a good fight. They got fight tonight. 5 rounds. 5th round was the deciding round. Like it was
right there.
It was split. Yeah. You can get NFL starting. You got MLB going. You got NHL going. You got college football. I didn't know where to put my shit yesterday. My channels. I'm like,
you see how many schools are getting games are getting canceled from college ball?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I heard there was a good amount.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard it. I know that Big Ten just announced today actually for all the Big Ten. I'm a Michigan Wolverine fan. They originally were the only conference that was not playing this year because of COVID. They just revoted, and I just got an update that said they're gonna resume the season on October 21st or some shit like. So I'm excited because my team is in the Big Ten, so I wasn't going to really care for college if my team wasn't playing. But now, on top of all that, playoffs and all that shit, it's a good I know people saying throw 2020 away, and trust me, 2020 has been a shitty year.
Trash.
But it's
infinite
like
overcast.
they trying to wrap a bow on shit right now with the sport.
It helps. No, it helps. It helps. It almost feels a little normal.
A little bit.
When you could be at home, you could be
just
have whatever the fuck you want.
I know LA looks like Mars now, but besides that, prayers go out to them, by the way. I don't even think we talked about that last week. Were they happening last week?
Nah.
We didn't even mention it, I don't think.
But I don't believe they were. It happened Friday. No,
it's been going for a couple of days.
Last Friday. The fires?
So we missed it probably. So prayers to those families out there, and shouts out to my family that's been calling me, checking in on me. It's not near us. We're a little safer for now. But prayers to all those in the Bay Area. They say in the Niners game might not go. It looks like Mars, bro. Yeah. It's orange.
It's crazy.
It's basically how it was when we were younger. Remember
the Cedar Fires?
Yeah.
You talking about 20?
We couldn't even go outside, bro.
Yeah, we couldn't
2007, 8, something like that.
Yeah, 2008, 2007.
That's when my mom had first moved there. I remember that.
Right. Yeah, we couldn't go outside. It was too crazy. It looked like otherworldly. Is what they were saying.
Yeah,
bro. It was
just
great out. It was raining ash. Like,
Jesus.
It was crazy.
Yeah, they're talking about how this shit look like hell on earth up there in the Bay Area.
That's what it looks like.
But prayers to them, man, because at the end of the day, like I said, I always put myself in people's shoes. It's like I look around and my setup. And granted, if you live, once you're in that situation, all you don't care is like we live. But when you're able to accept that you're alive, and then you start thinking about like
what you had,
my Mac, my clothes, my collection, my Yeezys, my shoes.
Can you imagine it's all getting burned?
My brand new computer I just built, gone. That's gonna fuck with you a little bit.
Yeah, like you said.
I'm happy to be alive.
Right? Yeah, I'll be like, bro, fuck this, bro. Who gonna pay my ass back? I just built this shit.
Yeah, can you imagine your computer? Like, just to put it in perspective. I'm not wishing that on you, but to put it in perspective, how important. Like,
I mean, I'd fight the fire, bro.
No, a lot of people they water their houses and keep it. They stay there.
You know what?
That's not. I get it both ways. But it's like you really gonna put your. You can build a house, and they go. It's easier said than done. You can buy new shoes. You can build a new. You can't. You only get one life. And it's like, you're right.
I mean, there's sentimental shit too. But I mean,
like
can't we put
pictures? Yeah.
Can we put like motherfucking a perimeter of sandbags? Because fire can't travel across sand, right?
I don't think so.
So I mean, like, damn, like
I don't know if it's that
people
simple.
That
That's what I'm saying. Because
there has to be a reason why. Right?
I would build sand. If I lived in those fire areas, I would just put sandbags and then cut out windows in my house to be just wrapped in sandbags. If that's really, if that really works, I don't know if that really works.
I don't know either, man. We're just hoping. We're just hoping. It's not that easy, I'm sure.
But it was pretty dope too because I did Cowles Mountain yesterday, and like 4 firefighters with like American flag went up in all their gear to the top and shit. It was a cool moment. Like everybody clapped and cheered for him and shit. I was like, damn. I was like, you see pictures from this shit. I'm like, damn. I'm kind of like living this shit right now. I was like, and I really had respect for him because I was like, it takes a lot to run to the fire. Most natural human instinct is to run away from the fire. Right. They go in.
They gotta go in there and just.
And people don't give them as much credit because it's not murder. It's not police. It's not somebody trying to kill you. But they're basically. Firefighters run into the house on fire is like cops run into a gang war that's going on. It's the same thing. Like you could possibly die going into it. Yeah. So much respect to the firefighters. I saw a meme that said firefighters should get paid more than police officers. Yeah,
because a lot of them.
And I kind of thought, that's true. Like you're literally saving lives.
They're going out there to die because they got nothing other better than do.
Well, no, they got a whole family, and they go risk their lives for your shit. And I agree with that to a certain extent. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but like with the cops, not to compare jobs, but one job is you're guaranteed some death or 50-50 death with fires. And the other one, it depends. It gives or take. I guess they're the same because there's not a fire every day.
Right.
I was going to say because I was like, cops, you're not going into shootouts every day. So some of your days could be typical 9-to-5 shit, driving your car, go home type shit.
But what is true is one of them you're saving people all the time.
All the time.
There's never a situation where
it's less threatening than another.
Yeah, it's like fire.
Each
to the general public,
potentially, catastrophic.
Exactly. Like cops, you can go into some areas and somebody can kill you, but if you pull somebody over for a ticket, I guess you are putting your life at risk because if you just deal with somebody crazy, it could shoot you. But 9 times out of 10,
because
it's a traffic stop.
Then like the wildfires, it affects animals and wildlife as well
too.
So
you're saving
in a
the
way
planet.
It affects life in general.
Exactly. They're saving the world, literally.
Yeah.
So they do deserve more. But shouts out to the active firefighters that's actively fighting up north right now. The volunteers. Gavin Newsom was the California governor signed a bill giving prisoners battling wildfires a shot. Oh, wait. Giving prisoners battling wildfires a shot to become. Oh, that's new, I think.
Oh, so it's already happening?
No. So the governor signs a bill giving prisoners battling wildfires a shot at becoming pro-firefighters.
And that's what's fair, I think.
So that's what the bill that was passed Friday. Because we talked about that
earlier. They were jacking them.
Well, earlier in the year, we talked about that they were allowing that to happen. So I guess the new thing, the bill is going to allow certain prisoners who are on the front line of wildfire containment to have their records expunged after serving their sentences.
I mean,
that's a completely different topic then. That's good news.
Yeah, that's good news.
That's dope.
Because I know they were fucking him before. They were like, you're doing all this work. You're doing more, if anything.
You're risking your life.
And you're risking your life. Exactly. And then when you get out, there's no way because it's a government job.
We talked about that before.
Right.
I remember we covered
death to death.
Yeah, okay. So this is different.
Yeah, it looks like they're starting to recognize, hey, these motherfuckers are good dudes. Like, they're trying to turn their life around. Because, all right, one motherfucker would look at this as an opportunity to be like, all right, let me go through this crazy-ass training. Let me risk my life just so I can get my shit expunged and get out. Like, nah, you join this because you probably want to be a fighter someday, right?
Right. Yeah.
This is not a scheme.
Go to jail, get their degrees, and change their lives and become.
It's not crazy to think that people
change their lives.
Actually get rehabilitated.
Yes. Yeah. And well, that's what jails are supposed to be for. But that's a deeper conversation. That's what jails are supposed to be for, is to rehabilitate, to get you back for society, but not here. But yeah, he said that the inmate firefighter program is decades old long and has long needed reform, Newsom said on Friday. Inmates who have stood on the front lines battling historic fires should not be denied the right to later become a professional firefighter. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
We're shocked right now because we thought this was we thought that they were passing a bill to finally allow them to fight as firefighters, but we forgot that had already kind of happened. There was no bill. They just had them out there. But now there's a bill to allow certain, and it did say certain ones. So that's how they get you on the small print. What does that mean? Like, well, I guess
I guess murderers can't.
Well, murderers shouldn't be getting out of jail. but no, that's not true. They should be able to change.
Well too, yeah.
True. So I'm guessing what's their criteria? Like, if you're in jail for like drugs,
I'm not too sure.
Well, I mean, let's guess. Yeah, let's guess drugs, because we feel like you shouldn't serve a lot of years for drugs.
Not no sex trafficking.
Sex traffickers probably shouldn't be able to be firefighters. Murderers, rapists, maybe second-degree murderers. Like the person that drove the car probably should be not the guy. It's like you ate it to it, but you didn't carry it out, so you're not. Yeah, so accomplices should be able to be firefighters. What if you ate it to like a rape or something? Like you set a chick up, even though you didn't do the raping. Mm-hmm. That's an accomplice, but that's a different accomplice. I don't think the person who helped somebody get raped.
I mean, they're both just as equally as atrocious.
So how are we gonna decide?
Damn.
Equally as disgusting.
So fuck it.
So we might not should be excited for this bill. It's probably like
nonviolent crimes.
Nonviolent. There you go.
Yeah, just
there you go.
Crimes.
If you're in jail for nonviolent crimes. Matter of fact, now I'm thinking about it, it most likely is nonviolent crimes. Because they're not going to have nobody on there like 5 to 10 year bid. Like, you could be a firefighter. Yeah. You ain't even outside. You in jail right now.
Right.
I think they got the DUIs, nonviolent crimes. There we go. Nonviolent crimes. So, still good. Shouts out to Newsom for that. He's having his shooting percentage for the year ain't really that good. He's been doing a lot of fuck shit.
Hell yeah.
A lot of fuck shit.
So, but you got to, when they do good, you gotta give him pride. You gonna talk shit about him?
Fuck that, bro.
If you gonna talk shit about him when he keep his winery, open, then give him props when they pass a bill. Because we said that. We said that in another show. Like the systematic shit that's fucked up is like, if you're gonna send me to jail and then want me to not go back to jail, but then don't give me a job because I went to jail, you're cornering me to be. Now I'm gonna have to go do something illegal, or I'm gonna have to go risk something because I gotta. My animal instinct as a man is to provide, so I gotta go and to survive. So man. You're setting somebody up for failure. So this bill allows certain ones to get opportunities, especially if they're already doing it. I guess that's the other thing too. They're not just picking people like sign up to be a firefighter. It's like if you're already risked your life, that shouldn't. I mean, that should be like common decency. It shouldn't be a whole bill. Like if you use front lines, you're hired. You helped us keep the fires away. You did the job. Who cares what your past was? You know how to do this job now.
Like, you think that we need more people like that?
You would think.
Yeah.
It looks like Mars up there, goddamn. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Right. I've been seeing pictures of motherfuckers just sleeping on the sidewalk, like, rolling up their shirt as a pillow. Just, that's the only break they got. Yeah, exactly.
It's not like they going home. Like, all right, fire's still going. I'm clocking out. I see y'all tomorrow. I see you tomorrow, Dave.
Bro, can you imagine that? Going to sleep, broad daylight, it's probably like 105. That was a weekend.
And that air quality.
And then you wake up, all right, boys, I know you guys are tired. Let's get back into that 112 heat, climbing up them hills.
And risking your life.
Golly, bro.
Like, at that point, you're saving lives by stopping the fire, but hopefully there's not people in there. You're literally fighting the elements. That's like going out into rain. It's like, all right, let's get this rain. Scoop up the rain. Scoop it all out of here. It's like you're fighting elements at this point. Like that, there's no fire that's gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, guys.
It's like,
I'll stop.
I'll back away. I'll just go back into the ground.
Yeah, bro, that's the same shit. You might see it right in front. You gotta know where. Hey, we got surrounded. Oh shit. Hey, we got flanked. How you let that happen?
Imagine now your job description.
Where's Johnson?
Are you able to fight elements? Yeah, I've done that before in my previous job. Can you give us an example where you had to fight elements as your previous job? It was one time this mop bucket spilled water everywhere. I threw towels. Dry. Like you've never fought elements in your life.
No,
you ever throw water on grease before?
You ever made a fire? Tell us one time you saved a fire from your house. It's like, sir, I don't even know how to use a fire.
Anything fire.
Well, we was rolling this roach up. It was small. It was about to burn my lip. I was like, oh shit.
You ain't never had that play? You ain't never had that roach?
The whole thing got real clear. You're hired. This guy put a roach out quick. Yeah. So shouts out to that bill. Again, prayers to everybody up there back on the
Cam
fire
Newton.
shit. We're not joking off everything. What Cam
You
Newton
already
did.
did a Russian
Got his
touchdown.
rush touchdown. There we go.
Rush TD.
What do you got else?
Who we got right here?
We're recording live. Oh, he got another one.
Another one, too.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about,
that's a
Cam.
brave man.
Patriots all day, baby. All day.
A
Son.
Brave
Stand up.
man.
Brooklyn, stand up.
Cam,
Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island. That was the 36 Chambers.
Oh,
Queens,
yeah.
Brooklyn, Harlem, Staten Island.
I don't know why Staten Island. If you just say it a certain way, it sounds hard as fuck.
You got to say it that way.
Staten Island. Yeah,
You can't say like, hey, are we taking a ferry to Staten Island today? It's like, where?
Staten Island.
Staten Island, Queens, Brooklyn, New York, stand up.
Brooklyn.
Yes. What else we got, man? What else is going on? What's going on? On some serious, not serious, but on some important stuff, Breonna Taylor. There was an article that came out that said on the Louisville Journal, the grand jury could provide justice for Breonna or exonerate the officer. So that trial is now being taken to grand jury now.
Oh.
So the article is a what do you call it when you bait people in? What is that called?
Like sensational.
It's a sensationalized. They're basically saying so the good news is it's going to grand jury.
Right.
The article is basically saying, but the grand jury can either convict or exonerate. Which when you think about it, it's like, no, that's court, bitch. That ain't nothing crazy.
Yeah.
You're gonna convict somebody or not. It's like, that's
fuck?
media sensationalizing shit. Like,
Right.
it can
It's
either-
like the basic decision. It's like, oh yeah, this is the like the most basic decision making in or in court in justice system.
It's a whole article headline.
And all of a sudden, grand goes to grand jury. What?
That's like the NFL. Like today's game.
What does the grand jury do? It could either exonerate the police officers
or convict
them.
That's like there's an NFL game, the Packers or the Vikings.
It's like,
depending on the score.
I didn't know that. Like, what the fuck?
Bro, they just trying to make it sound fucking interesting as fuck or something.
As
like they stretching
dramatized as possible.
So yeah, the good news is it's going to grand jury because unfortunately there's been so much other shit that we have to march for that probably got moved to the wayside. But there are people still actively working on that case. It's making its proper steps during COVID. Now grand jury, and the shooting percentage for unarmed black shootings and grand juries aren't that good. I'll just leave it at that.
Really that
If you watch the news, you kind of know that. Yeah. So I mean, it's good. It's going there, but.
What is that? Not feature, but what is it called? Where, let's say a police officer kills someone, and then they won't get convicted right off the bat because they're a police officer. But but there's something in place that will protect them.
What, like leave?
Paid leave?
No, not paid leave. It's called man. Oh, I hate that. But it's something that protects them, and if we take that away, then they'll be held to the fullest extent of the law.
Probably
as if like a civilian were to kill another civilian.
Yeah, the blue shield,
not the blue shield. It's very similar
like
to that.
Where they say that their life was in danger, basically.
I believe so, maybe possibly.
Yeah, like there's that fine line of like there's a second to act.
Oh, like
where they're being
threat to flee. No,
yeah,
no, that's not what he's talking about.
Damn, man, I should have fucking screenshot.
He's talking about like an actual name, like that they're protected by law.
It's like a policy or something that protects
public servant or some shit like that.
I don't know.
Damn,
I don't know. You can
was
have to come
hoping
back to
that,
that on us.
Well, if anybody
guys will help me out with that.
Anybody listen to Study Law, comment down below.
Comment down below. See if we can.
But yeah, so that's
get
good
that
that jury's
situated out.
making. They're making headway with that, and you just hope. You hope that the cases stop. But the ones that already happened, you hope that they too follow suit. I heard that they're opening up some old cases in Atlanta. That one where the black lady spent the night with those white women, like all women. They're reopening that case. So that was
what the fuck.
The fact that it's closed though. We can't even go into that.
Man, like you saw the picture, right? Like
it looked like some Get Out type shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like
some Get Out type shit.
Man.
And who took the picture?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Where's that person at? Like, how in what world?
They're so good at acting, bro. They looked happy.
What world that somebody can come have a girls' night at someone's house, and then that person ends up dead, and everybody is just we couldn't find anything. I guess open and close. What did Chappelle say? Open and close.
Open and
case. Yeah, open and shut case, Johnson. Yeah, it's like how does that close? Like I get if you haven't found new leads, but to close a case means like there's nothing else.
Either you solved it, or your prime suspect died, and that you had no more leads after that.
Yeah,
like,
that's when you
like,
close a case.
Like, yeah, you don't just
Other
give
than
up.
That that's not fishy to you that all those women, no one knew what happened. We just woke up, she was dead. We didn't hear anything, say anything. And usually, and again, it's sure that could be possible but for police to close the case, like that's nuts. But yeah, so basically what I'm saying is I'm hoping all these cases get the proper just due, and hopefully justice comes from that. But until it happens, we just gotta cross our fingers, I guess. Back to NFL too. While we're kind of still on it, I saw that Alicia Keys, she established a $1 billion endowment for black businesses with her in the NFL. I thought
that's cool,
pretty legit, and probably didn't get as much press as it should, right? Like like you said, had that been Kanye West or Drake or somebody that secured $1 billion endowment for black businesses with NFL, I think that would have made crazy headlines.
Yeah, crazy.
Alicia Keys did it. I saw it on my timeline once, and
never
I screenshot it
yeah.
to remember, but I ain't seen shit since.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
That's a big deal. What does that mean? Let's see. The singer, she performed at the NFL kickoff event, and she also sang the Black National Anthem today for Sunday, pre-recorded, of course. I'm trying to see what that. I guess they don't have any new news of what that meant. But what does endowment mean? I guess I should Google that. What does that mean? Anybody know off the top of their head?
Not really.
Let's see. Endowment for businesses. What does that mean?
Endowment
it's a gift or money income producing property to a public organization such as a hospital or university for a specific person. Generally, the endowed asset is kept intact and only the income generated by it is consumed. Oh, so basically, okay, so so
I'm not gonna lie, that shit confused the fuck out of me.
So basically, Alicia Keys and the NFL, because I was like, they throw those numbers around, but what does it mean? So $1 billion endowment basically is they partner up to do $1 billion gift or money income producing property to black businesses. So basically, they are going to be investing $1 billion. Was it $1 billion? I said $1 billion, correct?
Yeah.
It had to be $1 billion. Who the fuck gives about $1 million?
Yeah, that ain't shit nowadays.
$1 billion.
Okay.
$1 billion endowment for black businesses. That's
a lot of money.
That's dope.
That's a lot of money.
When you think about, so now when you add it up, we've talked about it every show. You had Netflix doing like hundreds of millions for the HBCU science centers.
Right.
You got the NFL, Alicia Keys doing $1 billion for black endowments for black businesses. You already got, there was a couple of other companies that were doing stuff. I think Facebook or the owners of Twitter, they had pledged to do something.
That's beautiful.
That's the cool. beautiful side of what's going on.
Right.
Let's jump into that. The news is going to turn, the marches and the protests. They're going to have your violent, the looters. That's a world that they created so people can argue some more. We don't live in that world. That's for people who want to argue looting against protesting. Don't need to be arguing no more. We know what the fuck it is.
Right.
These are the good. That's
it's about action now.
The shit that's coming on. Action. $1 billion. That's 200 science centers at HBCUs. Billions of dollars to black businesses.
This would have never happened in the past.
Would have never happened. If we just said,
all this
that's
shit.
America, and just kept going.
Even if people were pushing for this shit as hard as they were,
of course,
without cause and effect of what happened, we would have never had the action today.
Yes.
Which is fucking beautiful.
And you got to give credit to the first people that started protesting where George Floyd was, because that was where it started.
That was what ignited it.
And you got to give credit to those people who's been doing it, and then you also got to give credit to these athletes who have shown they finally flexed their power. We've always said it, like it's 32 owners, and there's like 5,000 players. Like your money generates off my performance.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if I ask you to do something, you're gonna tell me no because you feel like you got me slave to the money. But when these athletes decide to walk out practices and cancel playoff games, and the NBA is like,
they think they own them.
We don't have them. We don't own them. They're willing
we
to.
We don't have them in our grasp as we thought.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what that ties back to? A good part of social media. Yeah. A lot of these athletes are able to get their rookie deal and turn that into a clothing line, $1 million followers on subscribers, a podcast. You don't need to risk your body to get that 5-year contract that most rookies, because a rookie deal is like 4 to 5 years. Mm-hmm. And if you're super good, you can renegotiate on your 3rd year, but most rookies play out and then they either get cut or they get an extension.
Depending on their
talent. Right. So the fact now with social media and being, you could take that rookie money, which is good money to us. It might not be to the NFL community, but rookies getting paid a couple of mil off rip. You take that.
You can do something with that.
2 or 3 years of that.
I hope so.
Riding the bench. Practice squad players make 6 figures. They don't even play.
I don't understand
Six figures.
I don't understand how these motherfuckers be going, bro. You can't hire an advisor, a financial advisor to divvy up your shit?
Shitty team around you. Who are we just talking about? What, Daniel House don't have a good team around him? Or what were we talking about? Oh, no, the other guy.
Joshua Bellamy?
Bellamy. Don't have good people around you. Why would he do that?
Right.
You're in the NFL. You don't need to scam. That's for hood people.
I can see it.
You don't need to do that no more.
You're a product of your environment. You're raised around a certain mentality. And then when you get money, you're still stuck in that mentality.
Yeah, Hernandez could be the biggest. He could be the face for that definition. Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
His life. He just got the extension from the Patriots. $30-some million guaranteed. And he still had to do what he had to do. So that's what I'm saying. Like you say, you can get the money, but if you don't change the mindset, you find yourself doing fraud, killing people, and fucking sneaking in bitches when you got a wife at home.
I mean, that's just on the regular.
Like that's
last
crazy.
Yeah, so kudos to these players finally flexing their muscle, and I think moving forward, the owners know that now.
Right.
The owners know that this isn't their only revenue. Like a lot of these players are getting big before they even get drafted because of college.
Sponsorships.
College players got over 1 million followers if they're good. If you got 1 million followers and a following, you can literally say "fuck NFL" and make a podcast. You have you have a fan base already.
And especially if they're fucking with your personality.
Exactly. You can sell product. You can literally say, you know what? I'm gonna take this money, my rookie money. I'm gonna be on the practice squad for 3 years, and I'm gonna invest into some machines, a factory, and start a clothing brand. You would make more money and save your brain and your body, way down the line than you would in NFL.
Yes.
So I think the owners know that, and now that's where you're seeing $1 billion. That's why Kaepernick is in Madden now. You heard about that?
No.
Kaepernick's in Madden. He's like a free agent you can pick up and shit. And he's
like the unlockable character.
He's doing like the Black Fist celebration. I must say though, I saw a funny quote. It was from the people that hate Cap.
Yeah.
It's like Kaepernick's favorite play is gonna be the QB kneel. I was like, hey, that's you gotta give credit.
That's clever.
That was hilarious, bro. That was hilarious.
That's clever.
I was like, all right, you ain't fucking, you racist in a motherfucker, but you funny though, bro. I gotta give you credit. So, shouts out to Alicia Keys. I felt like that should have got more news. I felt like I finished the, yeah, you gotta watch it. This shit ain't, this from Target. I felt like, the Kanye West, Nick Cannon, the second part dropped.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Remember how I told you they didn't talk about the first part? Second part dropped.
Huh.
Nothing.
I didn't hear it.
Nothing?
Before I even discuss it, can just ask yourselves why. It's a rhetorical question. Why isn't Kanye West, Nick Cannon, they both got the Jewish shit, Kanye West is Kanye West. Easy.
Right.
Why isn't Kanye West, when he's going to speak to somebody, why isn't that flooding our timeline? A whole hour, 2-chop, part 2 interview. Rhetorical question. Audience, rhetorical. You know how media works. The only thing they showed you was when he did the God Taylor Swift thing. That's the only clip they've taken for an hour and 30 minutes. Rhetorical. Crazy. Then he did get on his Kanye West shit the second interview. He started saying some Kanye West shit. I was like, And then one thing I noticed from him, I took a lot of notes, but the one thing I noticed is he tries to come off as if he's neutral.
Right.
But he does not speak ill of the Republican side. Yeah. It's like he tries to come off as fuck both of them, but he willingly speaks ill of the Biden, Bernie, Kamala side, the Democrat. They did this. The Democrats did this, right? And I kept waiting on him. I was like, okay, yeah, you're making points about the Democrat. He does not. And Nick Cannon even said, because Nick Cannon was like, I want him out of office. Like, I don't like Trump. And when he said that to him, he's like, don't you want him out of office? He's like, I know I want him out of office. And Kanye just kind of paused and was like, yeah, well, so, and then go, you know, how you redirect. So I'm just like, so you're making your followers think that it's fuck both sides. It's Kanye West, which the birthday party. That's why you want to name his party, by the way. So you got the Democrats, the Republicans, and the birthday party. Oh, yeah. Because you got party. Yeah. So I thought it was clever, but you're trying to make it seem like you're the birthday party. Fuck both sides, yet you only speak ill of one side. And we've seen optics of you wearing the MAGA. So you're trying to say that I wear the MAGA hat because I could do what I want. Like, just because I'm black don't mean I'm Democrat. Yet you never speak ill of that side. So if I'm watching your moves, it looks like you're for that side. So your message is mixed messaging. The first half, the first video was the most informative video, but he fucked up on the editing because when they ended the first video, or when they ended the second video that dropped, he said Nick Cannon, they left the part in there where Nick Cannon was like, yo, this going to be this gonna be a long one, like a 2-part or something. I was like,
at the end of the second one.
Yeah, they left. So clearly,
they didn't mean for that to be in there.
I don't think so, because now you just like, we know you edited, but now we show that you in your mind knew what you released first was Kanye West being normal. And you thought that was going to bring in everybody. And
so
then you played the normal Kanye on the second one,
So the second video really wasn't supposed to be the second video.
It was the beginning.
Yeah, it was the beginning.
But I think to get people in, he thought that, oh, this is a Kanye West interview. Kanye West ain't talking to nobody. When they see it, everyone's going to come, and I'm going to show the normal Kanye West side first. So people don't so that was people don't prejudge. Mm-hmm. But nobody came because nobody's fucking talking about it. So he dropped the second one and nobody talked about it. So I got the plan they were trying to do. I think he was trying to help Ye. Yeah. Because if he would have released the second one first when he's talking about the crazy, then it's Ye then
Ye, crazy as hell.
But why release the second one? Is
because at that point you said part one at the beginning.
Yeah, you got to release part two.
Yeah, exactly. Part two was typical Ye not finishing thoughts all over the fucking place, contradicting himself, and I kind of felt like, damn, I just spoke big of him on part one.
He sat us back down.
He sat us back down.
He sat us back down. Like, nah.
Nah, I'm still here. But it's just like, at least part one lets you know that he's capable of thinking and operating. But
it's too inconsistent, bro.
It's too inconsistent. It's too inconsistent to follow and, like, champion you, because soon you'll say some ill shit. And I'm like, and then you'll come out and say some fuck shit. And it's like, bro, what are you doing? So, yeah, I finished that. Nothing to take from it. I did write some stuff down, but it came out Monday. We're at Sunday now.
Yeah, we're Sunday now.
Didn't matter for that. Let's see. We're saving all the Tory Lanez, Joe Budden. That's gonna go last because we're gonna dive super deep. So I'm just running through these right quick. Oh, did y'all see the Burger King new ad? Let me drag it over here for you.
No, I haven't.
Let me drag it over here.
Let me see this.
How do y'all feel about this? That's Ronald McDonald and Burger King kissing.
First of all, I didn't know they did collaborations like that.
So the message is, what they're trying to preach.
Yeah, I know. I get that. And to me, that's normal. It's whatever.
Yeah, like whatever. Them kissing is whatever, but I want to know the context.
When I was a kid, and I would have been like, ew, no, or whatever, some fucking.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Like the kids nowadays, how would they receive that and take that in?
Everybody would say that.
So the message they're trying to send is we are the same inside. Basically, you can't judge, gay, same-sex marriage, which we all agree. Yeah, we're all the same. But I'm not saying how do you feel about the message being gay rights, but how do you feel that McDonald's and Burger King will make their mascots kiss?
Like, was that absolutely necessary to
get the message? Because that last graphic at the bottom, we are all the same inside.
They could have done something more.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know what their argument would be. Yeah. Heterosexual is plastered all over the television. Yeah. Women, sex, boobs, titties. Right. So this should be nothing. It shouldn't even be a big deal.
Right.
It depends on who it is, though. Because you're going to get a lot of parents that's like, wow, now that's very irresponsible. Now I got to explain. You guys aren't explaining this to my kids. Right. I got to explain this now.
And the argument is, well, you should have that talk.
Yeah, but then some people are going to be like, well, I want to have that talk when I want to. And if I don't want to have that talk, that's my right.
And that is a fair point.
So that's the difference. But then you're going to get, obviously, the opposite side. That's like,
sure.
You guys need to be more.
Has been more sexualized than, gay.
Kid, even in the cartoons, the princes are kissing the prince. Yeah. That's in the Disney cartoons. So you ready to have that talk about heterosexual, but then some people argue that's where you can go left, because some people say, well, heterosexual is normal.
Right.
And so there's nothing to teach, whereas this is an abnormal thing.
Right.
And I want to explain to them when I'm ready. It's a lot of layers to it. When I saw it, I guess my thought for it was, I felt that it was clout chasey ish. Like I felt
kind of clickbaity, within that realm of like cheap.
Right. I didn't feel a genuine support for pride from that. Like the one that says we are all the same in rainbows.
That's fine.
I felt like that's their flag and that's a message. But I felt like them kissing was, we're trying to bring in. It felt like a money move than we're trying to bring across this message of
like
unity.
Right, like almost as if like how can we like visually convey this in the clearest way? Oh, just have them kiss, duh.
I mean,
And isn't
like,
that
it didn't seem like
marketing, then.
no,
They did
yeah,
their
it's
job.
marketing.
It is marketing,
but you're
It is.
playing with
Sell them.
something but you're also trying to send a message of we're all the same. So you can't go it's marketing, but trying to send the deepest of deepest serious message because then you're being irresponsible. Like you're gonna just because if I'm Pride, I'm like if I'm gay,
If you're
I'm
gay,
like,
you're
we're
gonna
more
look at
tthan
that.
just kissing. Like
Yeah,
it's
right,
just
right,
a
right,
lifestyle.
right.
It's
That's
not
where I
a
was coming
physical thing. Yeah, that's why I was
Right.
because that could be disrespectful in a way.
There's many
Like-
other ways that you can show that.
Right. That's like trying to show a representation of a man, and he's this buff dude that knows how to fix cars.
Not every
Like,
guy
I
does
look-
that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't do that, so am I not a man?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you got to be very careful on that shit.
Yeah, so
It's got to be almost very neutral. Like
yeah.
the burger with the flag. Like okay, we get it.
We get it.
We get everything in one picture.
And how does that relate with food? Like, it'd be different if this was like Planned Parenthood doing this,
mean,
where it's sex related.
that's
like,
true.
You're a food company.
I guess they were like, oh, you didn't get it? Well, I thought it was a good idea. He was obviously a McDonald's and a fucking Burger King guy.
But then we're able to go back to the Carl's Jr. commercials as well too.
What happened to Carl's?
Where they're
Oh, like
the
hot
old
chicks
ones,
eating
yeah,
it
the hot
and
chicks
shit?
eating that
Sure.
shit, and then just
But the argument is
that they're eating
that's
that
normal.
they're eating the
Or
burger, right.
well, yeah, that too. But
Yeah.
yeah, I know you're saying it's sex.
Right.
So, but the argument I'm saying is with the general public is that's that's a different argument because then now you're just belittling women. So that's not even a heterosexual thing. You're just making it seem like women can only we can only sell you objectifying. Right. Yeah. So that's a double-edged sword you fucking with by objectifying women and hypersexualizing women on food commercials. Right. So that's a great comparison. Why are these food commercials doing that? Because has that ever worked for you? Have you ever seen a hot ass chick eat a
I don't think whenever I see
Big Mac, you're like, oh, I want a Big Mac.
It's
now,
like,
man.
damn.
Like, yeah, it goes back to the point.
now.
It's
Like,
kind of like,
no.
really?
Yeah.
Like, y'all think I'm that cheap? To
Right,
where I'm
right,
like,
right,
that's a
right.
hot
I'm
chick
that
and a
loathy,
burger?
that
I'm going to go
loathsome.
get the burger. Hope the hot chick works. It'd be the ugliest chick at the drive-thru though, but that's a different story.
Right, it's like, bro, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm a complex man. I'm more
Yeah.
complex than that, bro. You ain't
Yeah.
going to get me by just having everything that you think a guy wants.
Yeah, you like screenshot the chick in the commercial. You pull up to the drive-thru
Right.
like,
You're not gonna put
yeah,
actually.
y'all lying, bro.
Hey,
Actually,
but-
if they were to get some people, they should start putting up video games in those commercials. 'Cause
True.
That's where they'll get kids. They already got it with Travis Scott Burger.
Straight up.
Straight up. So it released on
skirt.
Tuesday. This Tuesday, what was it?
The quarter pounder with bacon.
Yeah. It's just quarter pounder with bacon. And
Oh, you tried it?
yeah.
Oh, you
so I
did
had
try it.
Yeah. I
How
had
was
on
it?
Tuesday.
Was it good?
You had to say it, though,
was-
right?
It was all right.
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
it was
here
just
for? Was that what it was?
Nah, fuck. What did you have to say?
I thought you had to pull up and go to the drive-thru and was like, you know
Travis
what I'm
sent
here for.
me?
Oh, you had to say Travis
it
sent me?
says, Cactus Jack sent me.
Oh, is that what you said?
No, hell
Oh.
no. I just said, yo, you guys got the Travis Scott meal in? Yeah, we got it. Okay,
Hell
cool, give me
yeah,
another.
bro. That would have been whack as fuck
I'm
if you had
not
to
gonna-
say some
yeah,
stupid
because I
shit.
saw, like, well,
Cactus
after.
Jack sent
Yeah.
me.
Cactus Jack sent me. And then they're like, what? Cactus Jack
I
sent
know,
me?
it's like a new hire. Like, I don't know. He's talking about cactus.
Our motherfuckers just hate their fucking job. It's like, bro, I ain't doing
Or,
it.
you just, or what I experienced is when there's a full Latino kitchen. And I asked for it. They're like,
Who the fuck is
what the
Cactus
fuck?
Jack?
It's like, what the fuck is that? And like,
I don't want to
that's
buy
so
no
weird.
cactus,
And then they're
motherfucker.
saying the whole time they're like
That is hilarious.
basically getting ridiculed. So unless you like to get ridiculed or be embarrassed about what you order
That's-
the Cactus Jack
that's funny.
meal.
Just be normal.
I saw a video where there's a compilation of people saying, you know what I'm here for. And then they'll be like, you here for the Cactus Jack? And like, they know what they were talking about. It's like, you know why I'm here. Cactus Jack, anything else?
Bro, you
that's
make
why I
them
thought they
say?
said that. Well, I guess maybe it was the same guy, just probably drove around and bought them. Okay, so give us a
So
play-by-play
just
with it.
play-by-play.
What's in there?
So you just get a quarter pounder
Quarter pounder
with some bacon on it.
with some bacon.
Two strips of bacon.
2 strips of bacon.
And you get fries, regular meal.
Okay.
Fries but with some barbecue sauce.
So they
You
don't
get
charge
Oh.
you basically because they
No.
usually charge you for that
Yeah.
shit.
Well, I'm pretty sure they added it on to the price. Or something like that.
They probably did.
Yeah.
You know how they move shit around.
Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, let's put this in there.
How much we
let's
charge for our
them
dipping
that.
sauce? 25 cents. The Cactus Jack is $5.75. Let's make it $6.
Yeah. So that's basically what they did. They just rounded it up to the next dollar.
Was it
And-
delicious?
I thought it was,
Give your honest
it-
opinion, bro.
Give
Like,
your
was
honest
this shit?
opinion,
Did you
bro.
bite into
No,
it? It's like, yo, this shit actually kind of.
Did the
like-
shit squirt out like
Damn.
commercials, like like the Carl's Jr. where you like hot with it?
you just move in with the burger.
No, yeah, how was it though?
It was all right. I thought the bacon was a real nice touch to it. So
right, you give it a little bit of saltiness to it.
Even though at the end of the day it's just a regular quarter pounder they all taste the same. All those burgers from McDonald's taste the same.
That's all. Like, what do you like? You go up there and order a Cactus Jack. What's that? Is that the name of the meal?
The Cactus Jack meal.
Is it like? Do y'all have it? As if they don't have buns, meat, and bacon.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
You can come ask any day of the week, like even when he's long gone. We will have the Cactus
we'll
Jack.
Still
meal.
have the Cactus Jack.
It's not like it's like a Texas
right.
cow only from Texas.
Like a steak burger or something. Like,
can I get it
meat.
with bacon on it, custom? You know, because you can add that too on like.
Yeah, can you imagine that?
What if a quarter pounder with bacon is cheaper than the Cactus Jack?
Yo, that would be.
Can I get a quarter pounder with bacon, please? Cactus Jack? No. Quarter pounder with bacon. And can I get a cheeseburger, no cheese? Thank you.
And that's how I get you. Like, well,
no cheese.
Like, well, now the bacon is $3.
No, I want a cheeseburger with no cheese.
I want a cheeseburger with no cheese. Stop fucking my order up. Thank you.
I'll
Yes. So, but from that though, outside of the food, I mean that's a great look for him.
Right.
That's a great look for rap.
Huge.
I would think. Like
he
McDonald's,
needs a bag. Yeah.
McDonald's don't. The first thing I thought too, and Joe Budden said this on their show already, but I thought this when I saw it. I was like, I start thinking about when I see moves get made, kind of like the Burger King thing, and I'm just like, McDonald's don't need rapper.
No.
They don't need to pay anyone. They always have these actors you never seen singing ba da ba da ba ba ba.
Right.
So I'm like, why would?
I mean, they're probably thinking of future rollouts, right? Like maybe they could do something with maybe shoes he's coming out with SBs,
more,
or
you know.
But they don't have
more catering to a small community.
But they don't have
just just small people, but not with Travis Scott. He's an exception.
True, but I'm saying like they're cemented in legacy.
Yeah,
it's one on every corner. I think the owner said he was into real estate. He's not even the burgers. I read an article on the owner of McDonald's. Yeah, he was into real estate.
Yeah, he was.
He's not into
burgers and making food.
Yeah,
he's
that was
food business.
But he's a
not at all.
Man.
But he's a businessman. But I'm saying like so for somebody where you got all the prime spots in every city, you got damn near every other block. You can see a McDonald's. Why then is there the marketing department's like, hey, to do what? Make $8 billion? Let's get Travis Scott and get the rap community. Like the rap community compared to McDonald's is 1%.
Yeah.
McDonald's is in every continent, on every corner.
I don't know, man.
So I was like, why would they do that? I'm curious to see what comes from this.
It's kind of like how we still have the Gatorade commercials and NBA players and everybody.
True, but Gatorade isn't cemented though.
Oh, yeah.
People could go get Powerade. Yeah, Gatorade isn't.
Gatorade
vitamin water. There's options. Like Gatorade, I've gone to games where I played in flag football games where I've gone to work out where I didn't buy Gatorades.
True.
I bought water. I bought Powerade if it was cheaper. True. Like Gatorade is on the if it's cheaper part. Like Gatorade two for two. Okay, I get a Gatorade today, but I'm not like McDonald's is. Yeah, I'm trying to lose weight, and McDonald's gives me diarrhea, but I still give myself one day out of the month to eat McDonald's. Like that's McDonald's, bro. Like, even
we all know Gatorade do be quenching though, better than Powerade. Are you a Powerade guy?
I'm not any. That's what I'm saying. Like I
just clean.
No, I don't know if it's clean. Well, I know the yellow Gatorade helps with hangovers and when you dehydrate.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, I learned that from two people. Kendall and my brother taught me.
Got more electrolytes?
I think that's the original one before any coloring or anything. So I think the yellow is the original one that has what they actually sell, like the electrolytes. I think that's the yellow one. The red ones and the blue ones is just more for flavor and marketing,
sugar,
pretty much more sugar.
They'll like fuck you up.
Fuck you up, yeah. But the yellow is the original electrolytes. If you're hungover, if you don't feel
there
good,
you go.
Drink yellow Gatorade. So I found out this year because of Vegas.
You heard it here.
The Vegas.
But I'm curious to see. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. The burger was rearranged Big Mac pretty much. Yeah, but I'm curious to see why McDonald's now, and of all people, like why not go with Jay-Z? Why not go with a Drake? I haven't seen a Drake McDonald's. Like they don't need it. So I'm curious to see why they're doing it now.
It has to be the demographic. I mean, what are the most what demographic is going to McDonald's? Probably like teenagers that don't give a fuck about their diet, anyways.
True.
So this is probably like reinforcing that target.
That's a good point, actually. That's a good point. You know why? Because a lot of us, as we get older, we start kale, and I'm cooking from home, and I'm eating vegan. So the kids who are playing sport, you don't want to eat out. So
look at his fan base.
True. That's
true. Crazy ass white kids.
That's true. They're trying to basically get the youth
eating Tide Pods.
That's true. And I think again on our show we're saying again how our youth is being targeted, in whether it's trafficking, whether it's the vaping community, whether it's now the food industries. Right. Like that should be illegal for you to like, well, it shouldn't be illegal, but based off things we make illegal, you think it's kind of sickening in our head that we allow big corporations to pay billions of dollars to target children, to create habits young so they could be your customers when they turn 30 or 40.
Yeah, and that's kind
of fucked up that we allow that, because that's what they're doing. If they get you hooked early, we got you for the rest of your life.
Like, imagine if some random dude came up.
Any business,
Right, but imagine if some dude randomly came up and had some scheme or whatever to sell hamburgers to teenagers. Right. Like, every parent's gonna be on like, get the
weirdo.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
But because it's McDonald's, it's like, all right, well, you've been
like, I've been eating there since I was.
But since I was a kid.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they just got us all. So we think it's normal. We don't see it. We don't see it.
These motherfuckers sly as a motherfucker, man.
Bro, deeper, darker criminal mind right there, man. For real. So shouts out to Travis Scott
that's crazy.
for that deal. Shouts out to Charlamagne the God. I feel like this something we should really pay attention to because it's the podcast community. So
right, Joe Budden was hating on him heavy.
I'm in the middle between the Joe Budden shit, only because I follow Joe Budden.
No, I get both sides. Like, Joe owns all of his shit apparently.
Right. Yeah.
No,
and he's been working for, what was it, iHeartRadio.
Right.
For years.
Right. So the argument with them was that
with all the accolades and everything.
Right. Charlamagne came out asking why didn't he do the deal with Spotify and all that shit. You can Google on Joe Budden's Spotify deal. Why basically like you need to play ball, and he was basically saying like, bro, you work for iHeart.
Yeah,
like, we're fighting two different fights.
Yeah, I get that.
Like I'm trying to be iHeart and then hire you to work for me, but we be black owned and we can create something. That's the only thing. Like, Joe Budden is kind of like Kanye West in a sense. Yeah. Like, he means well with what he says, but his delivery is awful.
The way
and his past is awful. So then now they're doing that smear campaign on him to try to get him the fuck out of here. Basically, fuck up his negotiations for his new deal. Typical business thing to do. Yeah. But Charlamagne inked the deal. He went 50-50 with iHeartMedia to create the Black Effect Podcast Network. Basically, it's a network kind of like what Bill Simmons has. That's going to be an umbrella where they're going to bring in black podcasts with black views and whatever and just create this whole umbrella. And then it's supposed to be like fair practicing and fair contracts and a safe space for black creators to come and get their worth and all that.
That's cool.
I thought that was great. And I get Joe Budden's point. He's swinging for the fences and Charlamagne is kind of chipping at it. Like, because, it's kind of like the Kamala Harris thing we were saying. Like, sometimes you got to play the game to elevate, and then when you get to a certain point where you don't need him no more, then you can say fuck y'all. Same thing with Charlamagne the God. Like, he's probably 50-50 partner right now. He would have never got that straight from being a DJ in South Carolina on a local radio station. So you had to play, be a partner, and before you know it, you're gonna look up and then he's gonna own it. And then he took the, you know what I'm saying, he's where Joe Budden is trying to get without being ruffling any feathers. But they say there's two ways to do it. So but congrats to him. I said it's a big deal for us because, I mean, that's the podcast was the Wild Wild West, right? Yeah. Now we're starting to see conglomerates be created where it's like, oh, we can go.
Yeah, you don't have to go to
be
Spotify.
Income.
You don't have to go to Apple.
To the big wigs.
You can go to big distribution.
Exactly.
Title streaming or, you can do it your own, basically.
You could do your own, and there's a place where you're going to get paid. Right. So the way I looked at this article was like, we started our podcast 2 years ago where there was nothing, right? People were just doing it on SoundCloud and throwing them up. So it's just like, if you're not Joe Rogan or somebody who's doing another job to bring, how are we going to grow and where could we take our podcast to make money? Now 2 years later, it's like, okay, you got something called the Black Effect Pod. Like, you can reach out or you can it's just like being an artist now. Like, artists, there's a bunch of labels. If you can sing good enough, boom, boom, boom. Now it's like, oh, damn, I came across this WhoGotTheAux podcast. They've been going for 3 years, consistent, blah, blah, blah. Let's give them a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at it like, oh, there's opportunities being created in this space for us to grow as a podcast.
I don't really do that too much. I mean,
what's that?
Really just the marketing. Like, give us a little small podcast, just a little bit of market, just like put on the front page once. What's it going to kill them?
You're talking about Apple and all them?
Yeah.
Because they have like 100 million. Like, it's free to do a podcast.
True.
So their library it's all algorithms. There's nobody there. It's an algorithm that says once this podcast get to this percentile, let's put them on the front page, run them for it's buttons. There's nobody there unless it's a big name. If it's like Drake coming to podcast, they're going to have a whole marketing team put Drake out there. So that's what I'm saying. We're lost in the sauce with Apple, whereas now we can reach out. We could get emails. It's tangible now to like meet somebody. Oh, you work for the Black Effects podcast. Here's our demo tape. But we got a head start on a lot of people because we remain consistent. We're gonna bring our demo tape with 100+ episodes, a YouTube presence, a Twitter presence, an Instagram graphics. They be like, oh, y'all been okay. I'm gonna slide this. I'm gonna slide this. Yeah. We have that lane now of somebody sliding this to somebody type shit. Now, of course, we would all love to be 100% owners and blow up, but like we said, we're in a different space because we're not former something. Yeah. A lot of these podcast people even know people are, we got Odell Beckham in the building today.
Yeah. Like, come on, man.
Somebody like us, we need a network that we can go pitch our podcast to and grow and work and become bigger. So I was super excited, especially it being generated for Black Effect Podcast. We're all minor. I hate that word. We're all black and brown. So we kind of fit the, you know what I'm saying? And we're like, anyway, my head went to spin. Great. I'm excited.
We're diverse.
Yeah, I even reached out to him. I sent him a DM. Probably not going to see it. But I was like, hey, man, I don't leave no stone unturned, bro. I was like, yo, congrats on the thing. Just saw it. Come by, check out our page. Pleasure. Hopefully we can work. I sent that out.
Throw the line out.
Yeah.
If they bite,
they bite. Sure. I know, right?
I sent that out as soon as I saw that. I typed a very professional DM up, and I probably plan to do it once a month. You hear them stories all the time. Like, how did you find such and such? He just kept DM.
Right.
That could be us, bro.
Kept coming into the office. I was like, damn. All right, man. Let me talk to you.
I respect the consistency type shit. So I'm on it. Trust me, I'm on it. Just let y'all know. I'm on it. Congrats to him. There's an article in Variety where you can read what the deal means. I gave you the overall spit. Again, we're not fucking newscasters, so you're not going to get the deep shit. Other than that, before we get into the toxic men, y'all ever follow that Daquan?
Yeah, I've been following him since the rip.
So so this might matter to you then. Did you see who the real owner?
Are you?
He's white.
Man, no.
Is he a white kid?
No. Let me see if they got a picture of this motherfucker. Let me see. Show me the picture.
I thought it was a dude. Right? Isn't it a young kid? Like on a. It was.
It's not that face. So
wait, hold on. We talking about the right?
Yes.
You talking about IG? It's only one Daquan, right?
Yeah. It's only one Daquan. That's like one of the biggest.
Who like the character appears to be black. Okay, so here's an article right here on Revolt TV.
It's not the dude with the mask, the little black Haitian, because it's Ethiopian.
Yes. So it says. Let me get my mic. So basically the Daquan account, which I didn't follow, but I'm pretty sure I may have shared a meme from there because apparently this was where this is a meme account. Yeah. They sold for like 80 million or something crazy like that. Right?
Yeah.
Let me get that right.
Because they sold it to Snapchat or it sold to somebody, but they got real big on Snapchat. They got really partnered up there.
Daquan meme account. Give me the numbers. Give me the numbers. the numbers. $85 million. The account sold for, right? That's crazy. So the real owner of the Daquan account has 15 million followers. It isn't owned by a black man. So instead, the well-known page was rumored to be owned and operated by a non-black man named Barack Shragi, who just happens to be the co-founder and CEO of IMGN's co-founder. This resulted in a number of people on the internet accusing the page of digital blackface. However, Revolt is confirming these reports aren't true. For those who aren't aware, IMGN is a company that is known for making many of the hilarious memes and viral videos the social media users see on Instagram. I didn't know that. Snapchat and TikTok. These claims of the page being run by the non-black man began after Warner Music Group bought the media organization for $85 million.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, if they bought it, I mean, it's not the original guys anymore, but...
Well, it says, I'm a 23-year-old Ethiopian who lives in Calgary, Canada. There's been false claims about me and the brand the past few days. Just wanted to make it clear, I started the account in 2014, and I have been running it since then. The guy in the article photo that was spreading around is my business partner. Okay. So there's a photo that came around that was his business partner. There's the Ethiopian who runs it. So then no harm, then you congratulate that then. Yeah. The argument was prior to this was that they claimed there was a non-black person posting them because Daquan, the name
from the jump, right?
Yeah, the memes is all black. It was black exploitation, exactly. But if they're saying the Ethiopian kid run it and that was his business partner, so there's a black person involved, and they was able to sell the account for $85 million.
That's a win.
That's a big win.
That's a huge win.
That's a big win.
Massive win.
Now then, you have to ask yourself, here's another rhetorical question, because I told you I'm at 30. I don't know if it's 30. 30 got me looking at shit differently. Yeah. Warner Music Group paid $85 million for a meme account.
Mm-hmm. No, meme accounts make dough.
But just understand the times, because I think there's people still stuck in the 4-year degree, going to be a lawyer, going to be
this is Warner.
You just got
$85 million from meme account. For those who do not know what a meme is, who's listening, you can just take any picture and whatever funny quote you think, you just paste it on there. And that is a meme at its core, at its essence.
Right. You can take other people's memes and just repost it too.
And repost it, yeah. Well, I think for 85, it got to be, you got to have proof that you're all the memes started from.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
if you want to do it correctly.
Yeah. If you want to make $85 million, you got to create them yourself.
Exactly.
Which it isn't hard.
Or
like if you have
just pay some other person or other meme page, the originator of that meme, some money, or you give them their credit.
Or give them their credit.
Because that's what they usually do.
But you're not going to get the $85 million bag, though.
No.
Like, that's like me sampling a song, giving credit. Like, okay, that's a nice beat, but that sampler is getting most of the percentage. You might get a little bit. But just think about that, though. Like, if you have a good sense of humor, you can just see a football. You can just pause a picture of somebody doing this. And just put how I feel going to work Monday. That's a meme.
Yeah. Motherfuckers will eat that shit up, too. Motherfuckers out there love smashing that like button, too.
Meme, bro.
Oh, that's a good one. Swipe. Good one.
Yeah.
Swipe. So, man, you could get that.
Smashing that like
button. But you're on your phone all the time, bro.
The rhetorical
24/7.
The rhetorical question I'm asking our listeners and you guys as well is, I think if 2020 is showing us one thing, it's time to start. If you haven't, we kind of have. Clearly, we're doing a podcast.
Right.
You gotta you can start shifting. You can't just look at the internet as that's where these dumb kids go to be ignorant.
You gotta utilize it, man.
It's lucrative.
Yes.
They're paying $85 million for meme accounts. You're getting Fashion Nova and brand deals off followers, off a digital number. You're getting record sales off streams. Like,
fucking crazy.
If you're still old school, like, oh, that's for the kids. I'm gonna go work hard in the office and work my way up
in the office.
Good luck. You're behind. You're behind. I feel like this is when the internet. We're living in the moment of something new, and the people who are gonna thrive is for the next 20 years. For example, when the internet first came, people who are smart enough to invest are right. That face. This is a moment. We're living in a moment.
Right.
Invest. Try to get you a social media popping. Try to get a podcast popping.
Yeah.
And when we look back 20 years and start seeing podcast deals go for $40 million, and we've been in the game for 20 years, there's gonna be people our age like, yo, y'all want to start one? Julian it's too late. You gotta wait till the next moment.
Right.
You gotta wait till the next moment.
True.
Already, this market is getting saturated with.
It is, bro.
Already.
It's
That's why I'm glad. Like I see that and I get kind of worried a little, but then I remember that we have content. We have chemistry. We have repetition. We have episodes.
That was a nice catch.
Was that Thielen?
Thielen.
Yeah, we have something to stand on. And we have a resume, basically. Because now that it's getting saturated, that's when resumes become important, when the market is saturated.
Right.
When it's not saturated, you can just show up with an idea and somebody fuck with you. When it's saturated and see the guy got 80 people in his DM talking about the Black Podcast Effect, and he goes look at 80, and then he gets to us and sees 115 episodes and 40 YouTube, and then he sees everybody else that just started 2 weeks ago because you got the Black Podcast Effect. Resumes stand out.
There you go.
You put that in it, all right? 150.
Oh yeah, I said 100 plus. I like saying 100 plus. It rings better.
Right.
Over 100 plus episodes. YouTube presence. We got social media presence. Twitter. So we have basically 2 years ago we've hooked ourselves to this train of the that I like that sound effect you made. That might be the show name. Y'all can't see John, but when we talked about people who invest in the internet, he went. You know how you feel like they are rich as fuck right now. So we hopped on the train to the 2 years ago, and we've been building his resume. Now, there's going to be people that see the guy with that. They're going to start their podcast today.
Right.
Good luck if y'all going against us in the resume battle.
Yeah.
You're forever. and we know what y'all got to go through because we're still growing.
Yeah.
So y'all going to suck the first 40 episodes. Y'all going to be ready to quit the first 40 episodes. Y'all going to be feeling awkward. You're not going to hear your voice. You don't even know how to upload a YouTube video or make a graphic. You don't even have the proper equipment to have a podcast. You don't even have boom arms yet. You don't have the right table. This is like our fourth table. This is like our fifth location. You don't have lighting. You see what I'm saying? You
don't even got a mixer.
You don't got a mixer. You don't even know how to start a show. You press record and go,
what are we talking about?
Yo, what's up,
man?
What up? Yeah. What's up, everybody?
What
Welcome to episode 1 of
This is the first episode.
We'll name it later. Let me get high and drunk so I don't have to be nervous and fucking show up real quick. We know what y'all about to go through, so I'm just saying. That's my rant. I feel
hit
good.
us up.
I'm excited right now about.
That.
I'm excited that we started with nothing in sight as far as like a network.
Yeah.
And on our way, something got created.
Right.
Because now it's like we're already going. We're not starting from the ground.
Travis got me.
That bullshit. they're like a cheeseburger meal.
For real.
No, because it's ketchup. Travis Scott is barbecue sauce.
Yeah, it's barbecue sauce.
That's the Julian Scott meal. Yeah, so shouts out to See the Guy for that. We're really on the Daquan shit. Yeah. $85 million for a meme account. I want to start a WhoGotTheAux meme account. Like, what the fuck?
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Because all it takes is for something funny.
I mean, you can just do it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Everybody's account is meme account.
And it's simple. They even have generators for you where you can literally take a picture, type a text, put it where you want it, save it, and create. They have meme generators that exist. Jesus Christ. So shouts out to Daquan page. 85 mil. That's life-changing money.
Yeah.
I say. For a 23-year-old kid in Ethiopia. And how old is that page? How long you been following that page? Do you know?
It's been a while. It's been up for a while.
Too, yeah.
Let me see.
It's been up for a while. I want to say probably one of the first meme pages
Yeah, me too, for sure.
On Instagram.
Besides World Star.
Yeah. But then World Star was like news stuff, but they posted up funny shit too. So they're kind of everywhere with World Star.
Yeah,
that's what I kind of liked about World Star because they just did everything. But
I still go there sometimes.
It blended so well.
Yeah, it did, man.
Yeah. Their content just blended with each other so well.
They said memes are officially more Googled than Jesus.
Oh wow.
This is an old
time to make some Jesus memes.
This is an old article. I'm trying to find the origin, but I'll look for it later. But anyway, because I'm saying he's 23. So when he started, 19? Like, is it 4 years old? The page is like 4 years old?
Probably, give or take.
Can you imagine being 23 years old, bro? How old are you? You just turned 25,
25,
right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine 2 years ago you signed an $86 million deal for an ideal you came up with?
Shit,
we wouldn't even be talking to you right now.
I don't think I'd be talking to anybody right now.
You'd be making beats on a yacht in France somewhere. Like, you gonna send that one? Nah, I like making beats on the boat. Nah, I'm deleting this as soon as I'm finished, man.
I got.
Can you bring some lobsters up, please?
Lobsters, please, the finest. And let me get
big
that.
prawns, please.
Go ahead and order me a Louis the 13th bottle as well,
please.
Give me one of those.
And can you get my girl the Louis bag shipped the boat? We're gonna cross France in about 3 hours. If you can have a boat waiting for me with our Louis stuff,
with
our new big flex.
86 mil, bro. So shouts out to Daquan. Again,
shouts
if what we're not doing is inspiring you with a podcast, get a fucking camera and just start talking.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even.
You never know where it could go.
Don't think about it. Just talk. Think about whatever you talk about. Just every day, I would say to get your reps in before you're ready to go. Just start talking in front of the camera because that's it. The same way you got a basketball to get your jump shot because you want to be a basketball player and you went to the football field and play football. Yo, you want to be on the fucking internet? Start talking in front of the camera. That's why I like with my stories now. I started talking stuff. So instead of typing stuff I used to type, when I have an idea, I just put the camera and just talk to the camera. And create stories.
Yeah.
I'm trying to create that, get rid of that awkwardness and be comfortable
being in front of the camera. Yeah,
because then you figure out the angle that's good.
You just like
you figure out how to. And it's been cringeworthy. I know people probably think because I'm talkative, like that's just not easy. It's cringy when you got a phone.
It is.
Talking,
especially when you don't do it all the time. Like we're not females, so
exactly. It's even worse. It's even harder for dudes because it's like if you ain't really selling nothing, it's like what the fuck am I?
Right.
So
why am I watching?
Yeah. So like I was watching a Laker game last night, and I was like, what the fuck is going? You know, I just started doing that, and people was laughing, and
what is up?
People was laughing. I know I ain't there. I'm never gonna go there. Hopefully. But and then yesterday I was supposed to take a nap after I went hiking, and I was like, damn, I was supposed to take a nap. Blah blah blah. Somebody give me tips on that. Just being used to talking because I see where the fuck this is going. When you see Spotify paying Joe Rogan $100 million for a podcast, when you see Charlamagne booking his 50-50 deal, when you see Daquan getting
podcast.
When this shit first came out, nobody was fucking with it. They're like, wait, I'm gonna listen to people talk for 2 hours?
We were kind of early on people doing it. Like we were early 2 years ago on it being something like somebody trying to rap. Yeah. Like podcasts exist. I'm not saying we were early on podcasts, but like for people who just hang out when normally like we should start a football team, we should start a this. Nobody's ever was in their group like, yo, we should pod a podcast. We was early on that because when I used to tell people, Even now, when I tell people I do a podcast, people was like, they thought I was famous. I was like, what?
I know. They're like,
Really?
whoa.
It's like,
Wow.
That's cool.
Because you know what it is? They probably thinking that we're at a studio, like a radio station or something.
What a great stigma to have. Because when I say I was a rapper, I got a whole nother response.
They're like,
get the fuck out of here, broke ass,
bro.
SoundCloud. Get your SoundCloud ass out of here.
That's right.
So I love the reaction when I tell, like, when you say a podcast, it's like saying you got like a chemistry degree. People faces just go, how do you do that? And then I'm like, yeah, so we got mics and I got us on Spotify. I started sounding smart on Apple and, you know, every
we on all platforms.
All platforms.
All platforms.
Wow. I want to listen to that. That's I love podcasts. I listen all the time. And then right there, I'll be like, open that app, boom, boom. Who got the aux? I subscribe for it right there on the spot.
Damn, there you go.
That's how I be getting motherfuckers, man. So I know where the future's going. I suggest you do that. I know it's awkward. If you work out all the time, start recording yourself. If you do poems, you play the piano. If you do jumping jacks all day. There's a famous page about is it like the egg? The world famous egg, and like it's an egg page.
Oh yeah.
And it's like I was at the Super Bowl. There's somebody, no name person who we know, that created a world famous egg page and is getting paid.
Like the most followers or most likes.
They broke a record.
They broke a record with the most.
Yeah.
That's the highest.
Over Kim Kardashian or something.
That's the highest, goofiest
over
shit you think of. Like imagine that month.
Just an egg.
You know what I'm gonna do, bro? Yo, I'm gonna do like a fucking egg, right? And then like I'm gonna take it. Like everywhere, and I'm gonna give it like eyes and shit, and I'm gonna write caption like, "Yo, here I am."
Yeah,
like,
I'm at the Super Bowl now.
Like, yo, that shit. Fuck it, why not, bro?
Get an egg.
4 years later, 100 million followers, most liked photo, like.
And we live in a generation where people will do it just because it's stupid.
They'll support it because it's stupid. Yes, they will support it because it's stupid. We have to get into a topic that I've been bringing up here and out through the show, and I kind of, it's kind of like something I've said before the podcast, and I said that I said last week, I said the worst woman is the one that thinks that all she has to do is show up, and the most dangerous man is an insecure man, right? I've been saying this for a while, and I've been proven right for a while. This week, from last Sunday to Sunday, you had the Joe Budden smear campaign.
Yes.
You had the Bow Wow smear campaign.
I
don't know
did
if you
not
heard
see
that
the Bow Wow one.
Yeah, me either.
And you had the Tory Lanez shit. We'll start with the Tory Lanez one first. Apparently, he texted Meg the day after and said, "My bad, got a little too bit drunk." Am I correct on that? Is that what was said?
He said he was just a little too drunk.
Shot a bitch twice. Yo.
You shoot somebody, you get too drunk and you shoot somebody twice?
Fuck aiming a gun at somebody. Yo, you shot me twice. Because your text was,
I just got
Yo, that ace of spades, boy. That Louis the 13th.
That shit got me.
Make me get a little trigger. You know how it is, man. I wasn't going to kill you, bro.
I was going to kill you.
I wasn't going to kill you. You know I was. I know you.
You know I wouldn't do that.
That's why I went for the foot. Yeah, you know.
Right.
You know my mama. You know I was raised better than
Bitch,
that.
how many times I've done that shit before? How many times you see me pull out a gun and do that shit?
Remember last time it scraped your cheek and I was like, oh, I'm not going to aim
I ain't going to do that again. I ain't going to do that.
It's like, bitch, it's a liquor. You know this. You know me.
Yeah, but you good though? We hanging out? We good for brunch on Monday? Or?
Wow.
Can I make it up to you?
What an idiot,
Can I make it up
bro.
to you?
What an idiot. Can I make it up to you? And there was also a screenshot. We don't know if it was real, but it was like somebody was saying his music went down, and he responded saying like, I'm still getting like 100 million streams a day. Like he responded.
From who?
Well, people, you know, because some people, you got the R. Kelly people. I'm still going to listen to his music. If people are still going to listen to R. Kelly, they're still listening to Tory Lanez.
That's true.
100%.
Right.
So, but the three things we've seen from him is, oh, wait, what is that?
I probably played a couple Tory tracks.
You did?
Never throughout the week.
I did too. He's featured on a bunch of my gym shit, and I'm like, oh, fuck, this guy Tory Lanez.
Right. He's everywhere.
So he's everywhere. He's talented. I mean, he's fucked up, but he's talented at the same time. But the three things we've seen from Tory, he hasn't spoke out about it. We saw him like the status that was saying like it's demon time. We heard that the fuck happened? Oh, it stopped sharing the screen. We heard that we saw this shit about you was getting all the streaming and all that shit. And then we also saw that you text her. And you text her.
We're looking at the Oprah conversation.
Oh, no, I was like, what the fuck?
I know the screen stopped sharing. I don't know why I did that. Let me see if I can get it right there.
I was about to say, Oprah got a podcast?
That's what I was saying, bro.
She only got a talk show.
But so we haven't seen anything positive. So he's not helping himself. Whether it's real or not, I mean, the like was real, obviously, or anything could be Photoshopped these days.
Yeah.
So I guess we can't say. But it's like, why, if he's innocent, or if there's another side to the story, or if he's getting plastered,
right.
I would have said something by now. even if you don't admit, like just something to make people decide. Kind of like, because that was kind of like with the Joe Budden thing. Like when his girl Sin Santana came out and spoke. Or no, I'm sorry. When the that leak conversation had happened.
Yeah,
so
the documents and all that.
The documents. The leak conversation happened. People were looking at Joe like, what the fuck? And then Joe came out the next day, and then it was like people were split. And then people were like, oh, Spotify smear campaign because they got 3 episodes left on their deal. He's trying to fuck up his He's trying to fuck up his negotiation with the next person. Yeah. Because now if you're associated with being a dog molester or a woman beater, you lose leverage. Mm-hmm. So it's typical business shit. Right? So people were thinking that, but then also people were thinking it really happened because of his past with shit. So that's what I'm saying with Tory. At least if he speaks out, you can balance the scale. Right now, you look the lowest of the low right now. The lowest of the low.
You rock bottom.
The lowest of the low. And so with the Joe Budden shit, with this insecure man thing, is like, I'm not here to accuse Joe Budden, Tory Lanez, and Bow Wow, who on video, the chick was trying to leave. He wouldn't let her on audio. He wouldn't let her leave. Bow Wow. And then she claimed that he punched her in the stomach while she was pregnant. Wow. And it's very disgusting. And you could tell it's him. She's like, let me leave. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna let you leave. Like, he sounded like an insecure, lame dude. You can listen to the audio. I'm not gonna play it here. It's like 10, 15 minutes long. Man. But
what a piece of shit.
That just kind of drove home how I felt. And the reason why I say it's nothing wrong with being insecure, right? Because we're learning ourselves. I'm not judging those who are insecure. Yeah. But it's one thing when you're not trying to work on those things and you just become insecure. That's just who you are.
Emphasized, more exaggerated.
Yeah. Because that's what happens with men. Like, insecure women might hide or might be shy. Men, because their ego and insecureness, will hurt people.
Yeah, they act
9 times out or 7 times out of 10. Yes. That's where you get domestic abuse. Yeah. The UFC fighter, the Hawaiian chick, Rachel Ostovich, that guy when he was beating the brace off her, you can have anybody you want. Like, he was screaming at. That's insecureness.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Bow Wow not letting her go, punch her in the stomach, or blah blah.
Was there footage of him punching her?
No, it's all audio. Or all I've seen was all audio. I haven't seen the video and then the Tory Lanez shooting, and then the Joe Budden, if it's true or not, dragging her down. Crazy. That's all. It's just like, I feel bad for the women, because at the end of the day,
they gotta deal with that fucking man-child baby
bro, and you got kids with some of them, and it's just like, that shit's dangerous. So like, women, I understand. Like, I tell people all the time, I know we want equal country, we want fairness, but in this, we live in an evil world. So I would advise women, like, especially ones who are slick with the mouth, sure, you should be able to say what you want and nothing should happen to you.
Yeah. But understand
that there are evil, non-respectable, non-credible guys who the only thing they can do is hit physical. They don't know how to respond. They don't have thick skin.
Yeah.
And you run the risk of running into them more than likely, I think. I think there's more dudes like that.
Yeah.
Than guys that are just completely solidified with themselves and who they are. Which is rare. It's rare. Like, I respect the dude. If you're a gamer or nerd or you do crossplay, if you own that shit, or cosplay, not crossplay. I said crossplay.
Yeah, it's like crossplay. I was like,
I got PlayStation.
CrossFit cosplay? Damn. Buff ass nerds.
Or the cosplay motherfuckers who dress up. Yeah. Like, if you own that shit, I don't make fun of those people that own it.
Right.
Like, if that's who you are, if that's who you are in your true essence and you enjoy yourself when you do it, who am I to talk shit or judge?
Right, because you're having an awesome
time.
Awesome
we
time.
Might do, they
think it's stupid.
Yeah. They probably wouldn't fuck with
me rapping. You know what I mean? People probably looked at me, another high school friend, another black man, don't know anything about businesses. He just want to rap. I'm sure I got prejudged.
Yeah.
So,
100%.
So I'm all for people who are 100% for themselves, but I the conversations I'm in and the people I'm around and just my observation there, it seems like for every 10 men I see, 7 of them are hyper-masculine, insecure, or homophobic.
Yeah, ego's a hell of a thing,
that's
bro.
What I'm saying. So
that's almost like that's all we got. And then once you shatter that ego,
hit, kill, kill. I can't hurt you with words.
Smash.
Yeah, I can't elevate because I don't believe in myself, so I can't go upgrade and then have you jealous of me. So I have to kill you. I can't have you.
I mean, nobody can. Imagine dismantling a guy verbally in front of people.
Insecure guy, like, because a woman can't say shit to me. and I can look in the camera.
You know what I was thinking about that too?
Rocker at all.
I was thinking about that too. Like I don't think there's anything a girl. Okay, what are you gonna do? Bring up my ex? Talk about my family? Like there's nothing you can do that's gonna get me out of my.
Go for the dig. Most women when they run out of shit is either small dig or you gay.
Okay, but we smash.
When they run out of shit. That's what I'm saying. But that's when you know you got a woman corner. Once you start trying to talk about your dig or you gay. Or you like, oh, you like they trying to insinuate you're gay, or
you come fast,
or you come anything sexual. You won the argument. You already won the argument because they have nothing credible to say at that point. So yeah, if you're ever arguing with a woman and she started to go for the sexual stuff, just you can go ahead and tie that. You won that round.
3.
But to my women, I was saying, be careful. Basically, yeah, stand your ground, talk your shit, be who you are, but understand that I feel like it's 7 out of 10 men that might physically harm you.
And,
if you come crazy.
And that's just crazy as fuck how women, do you think they know that this dude can knock them, even kill them the fuck?
But women are the most confident to the point where they're like, I wish a motherfucker would touch me.
Yeah, but that's crazy how a woman would think that, knowing that the probability of her losing any type of physical altercation is very high.
Very high.
But then they're still like, shit, I grew up around all brothers and my daddy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they come with male mentality.
And also women.
And that's scary. That's dangerous for her.
Yeah. And women can walk around like that because I heard this from a comedian. It could have been Patrice O'Neal. Like, we know the consequences of popping off at the mouth.
Right.
There's a buffer dude. Yeah. There's a stronger dude. There's gang members who can so we move accordingly.
Right.
Whereas women, I mean, unless you run into the UFC champion, like most women are petite. I mean, you're gonna have them girls that's built like a dude. Like I ain't gonna say shit to her, but like they don't really have that constant reminder of I need to watch.
Right. Because they're the alphas.
Exactly. Because I'm protected. Like you hit me, you going to jail. You do something to me, you going to jail. Like they have that, whereas we don't have that. If a woman hit us, there's no consistent evidence like, oh, you hit me, bitch, you know where you going.
Right.
You're never going to say that.
Right. What are you going to get my sister on you? I mean, what's the most you can do?
So they're able to walk around mentally with that bravery, ignorant, and I'm saying ignorant and a lack of knowledge, not because people take ignorance as a slight when really it's like it's a lack of knowledge, which is the irony. So just be careful. And that's unfortunate. We're not here to say who's guilty or not because all these stories, this is celebrity bullshit. Yeah. Once Joe Budden started doing paperwork and shit, I was like, all right, I'm done with this shit, bro. It's too much.
It's like, bro, you get too detailed now, bro.
Yeah, women be careful, and men, y'all need to do better. Like, because I know women going to say, don't tell us what to do. They're the fucked up motherfucker. So men first, men do better.
Get yourself right.
Women, be careful because most of the men aren't right and can't do better. Yeah. So
but
it's the world we live in right now.
Also, the women that loves to push buttons and you know, scratch scrapes.
Well, that's a gimme. But then
don't
go hitting
as
people.
Well.
Yeah, don't go. Once you go physical, it's physical. Yeah. So don't go physical. I don't know if I should say this. Don't be physical.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the stories. Is there anything else? I'm happy football's back. Is there anything else we got? Yeah. I think I'm getting my ass beat, but I haven't won
Probably
first
same
week.
Here.
I haven't won first week in years, and it's 16 games. So
I think mine's are split. I'm thinking winning one and losing another. So.
I'm all about just postseason. So I don't care if I go 8-8. If I make the postseason, I'm good. I got a chance to win.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, we fuck with you. If you didn't, fuck you. Shouts out to everybody that follows us on Spotify, Instagram, Who Got the Aux, No Spaces, Twitter, WGTAux. Facebook, Who Got the Aux, No Spaces, WhoGotTheAux.com, YouTube, Who Got the Aux. Follow the hashtag WGTAux. You can keep up with all our content. Subscribe, follow, share. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. And
share that.
Yeah, share that shit. Go Patriots. Go Cam Newton. Happy the football season's back.